If you don't have a side hustle, I'm going to ask you, why not? Why don't you have a side hustle? Everybody should have one. Hello, 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 and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lydia. I'm the Fun Finance Queen, your money mentor online, and I'm here to make money more simple, more gettable, and more fun. Today, I want to talk about a really exciting thing, which I think everybody should have one of these, and it is a side hustle. If you don't have a side hustle, I'm going to ask you, why not? Why don't you have a side hustle? Everybody should have one. So I'm going to give you 10 possible side hustles that you can do. Some of these are in person and some of these are online. Totally up to you, whichever your preference is. I'm a homebody. I like being at home. So I like finding side hustles that I can do online. But if you're not interested in those, I'm going to start off with a few that you can do in person. So number one in person is babysitting or pet sitting. So human beings, we love both of those things. We love pets and we love babies, right? So, but if you have a baby, if you've ever experienced that process, I have, you always need to have a little bit of time by yourself where you can actually go away, do things that you want to do, have a bit of me time to maintain sanity, etc. So, if you need a babysitter, this is a great way because, or rather, if someone needs a babysitter, it's a great way for you to earn some money and you're able to actually, care for somebody else's child and help them in the process. So, just make sure if you're doing these things that you actually enjoy doing it because you don't want to be a person who is a grouchy babysitter or a grouchy pet sitter. Okay? So, babysitting and pet sitting is number one in person. Number two in person is delivery services and Uber. So, for example, we know that during COVID, the delivery service business exploded. Everybody had to deliver food, and that was a great time to get into this, but it's still necessary, still helpful. There's still so many people who cannot leave the home who actually need to be able to go and who need to have someone go get their food or their groceries for them. So, delivery service, Uber Eats, you name it, all of those, Ocado, there's so many that you could actually be a part of that you could do as a side hustle, Amazon deliveries, you name it. There are just so many. Jump into that if you have a vehicle that actually works and is reliable. It's a great way of you earning money as well. Now I'm going to kind of shift online now. So the next one I wanted to address is surveys. So I kind of do this one, and I did this over Christmas because I wanted to make a little bit of money so I could buy extra presents for my kids. So I personally enjoy reviewing software. So I did a few of those, and I got some really nice payments into my account, and I was able to use those to buy stuff off Amazon for my children over Christmas. So definitely think of surveys because they pay decently, so it's well worth doing. The next one I wanted to encourage is tutoring. If you have any good knowledge about a particular subject, somebody could potentially pay you for that knowledge. So, for example, my oldest daughter was not the strongest in math. We got a sixth former, I think, or somebody who was like a college student, and she tutored her with math, which was awesome. And she helped her a little bit there. So if you're good at tutoring, if you're good at explaining things and you don't mind doing it on camera with somebody else, great opportunity to make money as a tutor. Now, one that I've definitely always enjoyed or thought of doing is a virtual assistant. No, not a lot of people in small business want to hire a full-time employee anymore, but what they can do is hire somebody as a virtual assistant just around specific tasks. So virtual assistants make a decent amount of money and they really help small businesses grow as well. So if you have clerical skills, admin skills, secretarial skills, those are skills that you can actually sell in the form of a virtual assistant and make a decent side hustle income. The next one I wanted to talk about was managing social media accounts. Now, I cannot overemphasize this. This particular skill is in huge demand at this point in time. I'll give you an example. I went to a networking meeting once, and a lady came and she did a little talk about social media management and how she manages accounts. And I kid you not, at the end of her talk, she was surrounded by people who don't understand the social media ecosystem and who had a gazillion questions for her. I bet you she signed some people that day because everybody had questions for her and everybody wanted to know more. It's probably the most vibrant I've seen that event ever. So if you understand social media algorithms, if you understand how to manage people's accounts on different platforms, that is something you could make decent money for. And I'm talking about some nice bank, as my kids would say. Now, the next one I wanted to talk about was reselling clothes online. So if you have clothes that you have grown out of or your siblings have grown out of, great way to make money. Take those clothes, especially if they're good brands, put them online, sell them, mail them to people, and get paid. How easy can it be? Some of those clothes you can buy in charity shops or wherever the case may be, but be smart about it. Make sure you're giving people a good quality service, and they will come back and give you great reviews. The next one I wanted to touch on was voiceover work. If you have a really good voice or a unique sounding voice, this is something you can make money out of. It takes a bit of work getting established or recognized, but it's definitely well worth doing. So, doing voiceover work, if you have good enunciation and the ability to actually communicate effectively, it's definitely worth considering because I think it pays pretty well. Online sales of digital products. Now, this could be anything. So, for example, one of the things I wanted to do was do a paint party once, and I can't draw forever. So, I went online and I was looking for online templates. These are available everywhere. People sell different things. So it could be paint templates, it could be spreadsheet templates, it could be write ups, it could be books, documents, you name it. People sell these things online and they make decent money. So, online digital templates or documents are a great way of making money. You can sell them on Amazon, on Etsy, you name it. It's awesome. The last thing I wanted to talk about was vlogging and blogging. So, this is actually a slow burn in terms of generating income, but you can generate income nonetheless in good time. So, vlogging and blogging, you could actually see there's so many ways you could make money through that, affiliate marketing, um, you name it. There's just a bunch of ways, but you have to have a good strategy in mind to be able to do that. So, again, it's a slow burn, it's not immediate, but you could definitely develop it as you go along. So there you are, my 10 side hustles that you could actually use to add income to your little pocket or big pocket. We want you to have big pockets on this channel. So go ahead, consider one of these, use it as a means of adding income or generating income. And I hope that helped. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And of course, before you go, like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.